Hello, this example would fit for an essay on human rights violations, and it's a terrible event that took place in Africa during the 1990s. But we're going to backtrack first. So in 1884, European nations had a conference in Germany. This was called the Berlin Conference. And when they went there, England, France, Germany, they all decided, Belgium, that they were going to divide up the African continent for themselves during this age of imperialism, when European countries were taking over land looking for raw materials. What happens is that they divide up the areas, completely ignoring the tribal boundaries that were already in existence. So now rival tribes were put together under the umbrella of being a colony of the French, a colony of the British. Now this lasts for most of the, basically the whole first half of the 1900s. And then after World War II, you will see African nations start to earn independence. But one of the problems is that in a country called Rwanda, there were two tribes, the Hutus and the Tutsis, that had a legacy of animosity toward each other. Yet they're now put into the same country. So during the 1990s, there was basically a mass genocide led by the Hutu government that was largely responsible for the murder of anywhere, the numbers are staggering, anywhere between 500,000 and 1 million people were killed. Now, out of those 500,000 to 1 million, they estimate that about 70% of them were Tutsis and 30% were Hutus. There are those numbers. There's a story, for those of you that saw the movie Hotel Rwanda, of a man, Paul Rusesabagina, who used his role as a hotel manager to try to protect over 1,000 Africans from this horrific violence. And during this time, Bill Clinton was president for the United States, and I actually heard him speak publicly at Hofstra University. And at the time, somebody asked him what was his biggest regret as president. Of course, keeping the Monica Lewinsky scandal off limits, but he did say that his biggest regret was not doing enough to stop the Rwandan genocide. And many of the problems that exist on the African continent stem from the age of imperialism that all began with that Berlin Conference. Hopefully this is helpful as well, and good luck with all of your studying.